Hooray! Uno! We've got it. Uno Elite. Um, I saw these when I was at Target and I was like, what the hell? I got some last year and thought they were cool. I mostly just put them in player and team sets and took some of the Bills and Broncos for my PC. Didn't get any of the big hits. We've got two boxes here of the Core Edition Uno Elite. This one is the regular Core Edition. Look for special Viper cards, whatever the heck that is. I'm guessing we'll know it when we see it. And then on this one, this is the Alt Jerseys Edition. And that one is featuring iconic jerseys and looking for special hypnotic cards, which I'm guessing might be these ones on the cover. I really do not know. But let's get into them. We're going to go with the Core Edition first and check it out. What do you think of all these gaming cards? I know they make Monopoly, had Prism. I ended up buying that game just to get some of those cards. Last year, I've not gotten this year's edition. But what are your thoughts of the NFL moving into gaming or all these other things? And basketball did it as well. There are 4 packs in here, 10 cards per pack, so we're looking at 40 cards. I don't plan on playing Uno with these. I pretty much just got them for the collectability of it. I do enjoy a nice game of Uno, though. It's a solid game that's stood the test of time. But I'm here to rip, so let's get after it with Uno Elite. Let's see what we got. Hey, right out the gate, we got Josh Allen in a very epic game there against the 49ers. I remember watching that. It was a beautiful snowy Sunday night. That's going right to the PC. And then there is just basically junk. Patrick Mahomes, garbage. Discard pile, for sure. Brock Bowers, a Raider, also, discard pile. Cordell Patterson, we'll allow him to stay face up. Blake Gillikin, who I do not know. Looks like he's a kicker, maybe a punter. I'm surprised they made those cards, but Uno Elite going deep. It's a big deck. Huge deck. Quentin Lake. Derek Carr. Oh my God. Why do they even make this in the 2025 edition? This guy hasn't played in a couple of years, right? Like, he's gone. Tyler Biadasz. Oh, we've got a shiny one here in the back. And it's Greg Dortch, who I have seen play a little bit this year. He's doing pretty well for the Cardinals. And then in the back, we got a Cordell Patterson, and that one is uber shiny. That may be some sort of super fun mega insert of Cordell Patterson. I wish these were better players, but no, I guess they're both the same amount of shiny. All right, pretty fun. Put the shiny ones in a pile here. You know what? Let me organize this a little bit. Let me get this stuff out of here. We got our discard pile. We're going to keep down here. Shiny good ones up there. We'll put the regular ones there. We'll continue to open right here. Pack number 2. Uno Elite. Uno Elite. I did not really look to see if any of these cards sell for any amount of money. I would imagine some of those shiny ones of the big players, or maybe a rookie, has some good value. Look at that. Right on top, a Buffalo Bill again. You got to love that. Right to the PC. Well, I got to love it. And then, of course, right after that again, another guy that we don't want to see. He is dating that singer. I don't know. Don't care for that guy. Joey Sly right there. Interesting. And we're going to go ahead and discard him too. Not even on the Pats anymore, I don't believe. J.K. Dobbins right there. Broncos' current running back, or was, but is out injured. Jalen Brooks. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Rashid Shaheed. Sick name. Chase McLaughlin. Kickers really getting their love here in the Uno game. Then we've got Brock Hoffman on the shine down. Look at that sucker go. And then Jahmyr Gibbs. That's solid. Jahmyr Gibbs having an amazing season for the line. You know what? I'm going to sleeve this up. Put a sleeve on one. They really kind of float around in that sleeve. There's a little bit too much room for them. But I like that Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a good one. I'm going to say that's probably our best overall card at this point. Pack number 2. Yes, I'm leaving my knife over here. I'm going to move it off so I do not accidentally cut myself or one of the cards. And I love these because you can open them up backwards and you don't ruin it for yourself. It's kind of nice. Look at that. The streak continues. The PC. The first card goes to the PC. That's Mr. Beauregard Nixon, but he goes by Bo Nix for short. And then there's Jonnu Smith. Hunter Henry, who was keeping my fantasy season alive for a while, but didn't really pan out for us. Not going to either playoff. My worst fantasy year ever. Tulia Pololatu. I think I got that one right. Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know why this is a thing. Bo Limmer. Wow. Bo Limmer. Okay. Jaden Reed. Geno Smith on the Seahawks. They didn't fix any of these. Look at this. We got James Cook on the shine down. Just watch the Bills defeat the Cincinnati Bengals as I'm recording this. And James Cook had a big game, but had some key fumbles. And there is the man that they beat, Joe Burrow, right behind it in the shine down. These are both two of the better cards we've pulled now. James Cook is going right to my PC, so I'll just put him over there. I'm going to throw a sleeve on Mr. Joe Burrow. It's hard not to respect his game. He is a great quarterback in this league. If he can stay healthy, the Bengals can be good. But, man, the Bengals always just play like complete, I'm going to say it, dog shit for the beginning of the season. And then they have to scramble. They become one of the best teams in the league in the bottom half of the season. And it's like, well, if you'd done just a little bit better in the first half, we'd be seeing you in the playoffs. But instead, we'll see you next year. All right, well, the streak is over, although I do like Stephon Diggs, who is now on the Patriots, but former Bill. Just a good man. Just a good man, good receiver. I think he was a little bit of a hothead for a while, but I think he's cooled down at his older age. And even though he's on the Patriots, I still respect him quite a bit. Devon Achane, no respect. Brock Bowers, very little respect. Russell Wilson, almost absolutely no respect. I don't know how they put two eyes on this card. He often throws like he only has one. Caleb Williams could be earning my respect right now. The Bears are playing the Packers as I'm recording this. Bears are 9-3, and I guess we're supposed to consider them good, but I need to see them beat some teams. So if they win this game against the Packers today, they'll get some respect. But until then, they're just toiling in the mid-card of my mind. Brian Burns, Dallas Goedert. Bake piece, Baker Mayfield. And we get to the shinies. It's Eric Wilson of the Packers, and it's DeMarvin Leal of the Steelers. Not familiar with either one of their games. All right, that was our first box, the Uno Elite Core Edition. Let's go ahead and check out the Alt Jerseys Edition. There were less of these boxes, so it made me feel like maybe this was something particularly special, but let me know. You've probably seen them both in stores. There's our 4 packs. There's some interesting ways that I could play this game if I wanted to. I guess if I wanted to, I probably have enough cards here that I could make things happen, but not gonna. All right, let's go. We got our 4 packs of Alt Jerseys editions coming out. Let's see how my PC does with these packs. And the player on the front. CJ Stroud. Not the PC, but a good player. Joe Alt. Derek Carr again. We don't need more Derek Carr in 2025. No one needs it. Not even Mrs. Carr needs it. Kaiser White. Aaron Rodgers. Some sort of triple symbol. That might be a good card for gameplay, but Justin Herbert right there. Surprised it's not pronounced A-Bear. Tyler Lockett. Puka Nacua. One of my fantasy studs. DeAndre Swift on the shine down, and okay, wait. Diomador Lenore? I've heard of that Lenore. I did not know that was his first name. I'm guessing that's why most people refer to him as Lenore, because that is a tough first name right there. People sometimes, I mean, like even Jameer. Your name is Jameer, but you're spelling it Jahmyr? Like, what's going on? You don't have to pay for vowels when you're naming your kid. Go ahead and just do it right. Name them correctly. People are crazy out here. People be wildin'. Jalen Warren. Montez Sweat. Jamie Gillian. Andre Cisco. Okay. Baker Mayfield. Yeah, this is good with the orange creamsicle jersey. Pretty fun. Russell Wilson. Again, with the 2 eyes. I don't understand how they gave him the 2 eyes. Then Tua Tagliavoa with the 1 eye circle spin. He loves to recycle, apparently. Then DeAndre Swift, also a recycler. Or no, that's just play. He wants to show you a video clip. There's Montez Sweat again on the shiny. And Tony Pollard in that throwback Oilers uniform. That's pretty cool. Tony Pollard had a big game today from what I saw. But he's on my fantasy bench, so of course he had a big game. Alrighty, here we go. We've got Aaron Jones there in the white Vikings uni. Dayan Henley. Anthony Nelson in the creamsicle. Marvin Mims Jr. in the Broncos throwbacks. I was hoping we'd get at least one Bronco. Those should be our uniforms, without question. Zach Ertz. EJ Speed. Sick name, by the way. DeMar Hamlin right there. That's not really an alternate Bills, but that's just a good one. We'll take it. Terrion Arnold. Javon Bullard and Kevin Dotson with his puffy helmet. And we are on down to our last pack of Uno Elite. They're fun cards. Not sure about the collectability of them, but they're cool. And if I'm making team sets or player sets, these guys are going to be in there. George Pickens, depicted with the Steelers, despite his Dallas ring. Tyreek Hill, which is going to get a discard pile from me. Kirk Cousins right there. LJ Collier. Logan Cook. Look at the extension. Look at the extension, ladies and gentlemen, that punt. Lad McConkey, another one of my fantasy guys. Bryce Oliver. Puka Nacua. And then we are down to our last two shiny cards. Kendrick Bourne and Devontae Adams. All right, well, pretty cool stuff. If you like Uno and you like the NFL, you got to get these, right? I mean, I think you have to. And I think even as a collector, you should kind of want these kicking around of your favorite players. They're pretty fun, pretty cool. Better than basic Uno, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Which one is your favorite? Obviously, these shiny ones are the coolest, I think. And yeah, I got some Bills and some Broncos to add to my PC. So I am mad about these Uno Elites. Go get you some.